Hello, humans. Welcome to part 5 of DMC1. I barely missed the mark while you're counting that, by the way, David. Because I was using
Okay.
one hand to like get to the fucking to play, and then the shit scrolled all the way
Yeah.
up. I was like, "Fuck!" And it scrolled
Oh
up right
gosh.
as you said 3. So I was like, "Go down, go down, go down." I think I literally got in to click play as you said 1. So I was like, "Okay."
Like, okay, that works.
So I might be like a millisecond, a second behind you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so to continue on from last episode, because we were talking about all about The Last of Us. Like just to kind of recap, and I guess for that spoiler alert, we should just say that okay, do not listen to the rest of this video if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
Because that whole time
episode.
we were just talking about. Yeah, so
yeah, just leave it in the comments, leave it in the description, put like big words over it, just like saying like, okay, the rest of this video is going to contain spoilers for Last of Us.
Yeah, so, and again, this will be spoilers, but
hopefully this is not the whole video. The whole damn video.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, what, 44 minutes? Yeah, we'll be fine. It shouldn't be too long, but alright. So, yeah, again, just spoiler alert for Last of Us 2, as we were talking about from the previous episode. So, just to kind of recap a little bit, yeah, so we talked about Abby, the new character that kills Joel and then potentially kills Ellie. We're not sure about that. And then people are upset because Abby, they killed Joel, and it's with Abby, a person that we just met, and we had to actually play as her to kill Joel. So it's like, it's this whole, like, it's a big backlash for Naughty Dogs. It's really not good, especially after the whole situation with like the Naughty Dog crunch time thing that was going on like a little bit earlier. But yeah, so yeah, me and Derek both agreed that like we understand where the hate could be coming from, but not to the point of boycotting the game, because people are so upset that they said they do not want to buy the game anymore. So like there's that. But like the reason,
and we're not saying that that's like wrong. You don't want. At the end of the day, you do what you think is best.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that we agree with it. If you have the right to agree, just like you have the right to do what you believe is what you should do.
If you don't agree with us, that's fine. Like you're entitled to your opinion. For us, we could somewhat like understand where you're coming from, but again, we kind of disagree a little bit with how it's being like spread out. And like to kind of explain a little bit further, what I was gonna say, because I understand, like the point where I understanding is, or like the point where like I wouldn't mind, is the fact that okay, you like the game goes out to like okay, you play as Ellie, you go into the room and you find Abby that like with the crowbar killed Joel. Like that would have been a very impactful scene and a very important part into Ellie's like character, because then oh shit, she basically lost her surrogate father. She did lost her surrogate father, and so that part would have been great. The part that where I kind of see where just drawing the line where Naughty Dog was like me to Naughty Dog's like what are you doing is the part where you have to play as Abby, because there's no, like, again, we just met her, we don't know really anything about her, and now you're making us play again like as her. It's that I can agree with everyone, like okay, I can see why you're upset and all that.
Well, and for that, because again, like that's something that that's the only time we ever see her in the entire game.
Yeah,
which is definitely not going to be the case.
Yeah, like if I am, this is coming from a Naughty Dogs fanboy. I will agree on this. Like I will take this with a grain of salt if you want, like because of that I'm a Naughty Dog fanboy. But at the end of the day, I still like will criticize my favorite like company, because that's just how I am. That's if I'm a fan of something, I will criticize it like if it needs to be. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure in the game we will learn more about Abby, and we will learn more about how the story will unfold. That's why I wanna like give this still a chance, and you know, get like with the fact that like, okay, maybe this can be something good, maybe it's not, I'm not sure. If it's not, then well, okay, we at least still have the first Last of Us that, you know, is remastered on the PS4. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure PlayStation would remaster on the PS5. So, you know, or they'll do something like the PS Now that they have with, you know, like old games. But either way, or I think isn't the PS5 on backwards compatibility now?
It's backwards compatible in the sense that it's going to have games on the PlayStation 4 that you can download on PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, they said nothing about it actually being backwards compatible. Like you can't just put like PlayStation 4 disc into the game, into the slot or whatever it's called.
Well, I mean, either way, you know, Last of Us was remastered to PS4, so you could always play that on the PS5. Like if you don't want to play the new Last of Us 2, like if it ends up being horrible, but at the end of the day, like I'm not too upset with it. I can see where everybody's being mad, but you know, yeah, I'm not too upset with it because at the end of the day, I still love the company. They did more good than bad. Sure, probably this is not their year, especially with, you know, the crunch time, like I said, and then Last of Us 2 being leaked and everyone being upset with that. But yeah, that's pretty much how I see it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say just about like my thing, that's mainly like what your comments like how like you were saying like you were looking at it. It's like I don't really see why you would look at like the way you were phrasing like, oh, like she shows up, kills Joel, and then we play it. So like I don't see why on earth you would ever think that that's how they were gonna do it. That makes no sense. Just from a writing perspective, that makes no sense to think about that. That's why I said that like while you were talking, just to point that out. Like that just as a way of thinking does not make sense to me.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I'm also saying it like that because that is how everyone else is seeing it, which I understand, you know. Yeah.
Which again, that's why I say like there's no reason to think about it like that, like for the people who think that's gonna be like it's gonna be like that, because just from a writing perspective, that is a terrible way to write a character off in a story. Just have them suddenly die out of nowhere from a character that if your story is about death and the importance of death, like just something like that coming out of nowhere, because at that point you might as well just make them die to nameless enemy number 3. Since that would actually make it more impactful if you would just have them suddenly die.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, like what do I say? I don't. From what I hear, like it's a bit too soon to jump the gun, because just because you know what's going to happen, you don't know how anything's going to be done.
Yeah, and it's also kind of like for
me, I'm just one on the bows. Like I am not going to form an opinion until I see it for myself and see how it is handled, because just because of what I read and what I hear does not mean it's how I can make it be however I want in my head. It's how our brain works. We imagine things how we think they are going to be. So
and yeah, like I also want to just also point this out, because like it also helps, like for me at least, like the fact that I never really got affected with spoilers. Like as long as I see how things like flow and how things are going through, like with the game or with the movie, you know, I'm fine with that. So even if you spoil like something with me, like for me, I'm still fine with that. Like as long as I see it for myself what actually happens.
Well, I'm completely against spoilers all the time, because my thing about spoilers is that for anybody who just likes to spoil things to people, the thing with a spoiler is that you change a person's cognitive, like whatever, how you change their complete story specific, like perspective of whatever's going on, and that without their consent, which you do not have the right as a human being to change a person's mindset without their consent on that.
Yeah, which kind of, you know, connects with all this situation, because this is what people are doing. They're leaking out the actual game, and kind of changing the perspective of like how the game is going to be. Because yeah, I know Naughty Dog's like they've. Well, I don't
think that was the point of the leak. I think the leak was like, oh, someone just leaking it out to the public.
Well, that's actually something
to undermine the company.
Yeah, I forgot to mention about this, like about this in the first one. But yeah, so the person who leaked it was an ex-employee of Naughty Dog's.
Yeah, that's why I guess that's someone going out of the way to undermine the company.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure because of the whole crunch time deal that, or the way that Naughty Dog's was, you know, like dealing with it, but it's not that great. But yeah. But yeah, I think just final words really is just the fact that I'm still gonna get the game. I had pre-ordered it like before, and I do want that Ellie statue. I've said it many times that I want that Ellie statue. I still love Ellie as the character. I don't care. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like how they're gonna grow like Ellie's character in part 2 is still gonna, you know, it's gonna grow further and see more of her maybe human side or maybe both. Like what, like, you know, there's still up to the debate of like what Ellie's gonna be. That part I at least gonna enjoy. At least I know I'm gonna enjoy, so I'm gonna enjoy that statue. But yeah,
I think for me, like, it's literally what we both agree with. Like, you have to just wait and see what it's gonna be. If someone who got spoiled, I feel you on things. Like I said, I hate spoilers just in general. Like,
yeah.
So anybody who's been spoiled, like, I completely get where you're coming from. But as for people who just do not like what you saw from the leaks, again, just wait and see how it turns. If it's ass, you know, let it be known that it was terrible. If it's not, then, you know, it was nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
all it is wait and see.
Yeah, I also want to mention, like, because I just realized this is all just story based. Yeah, it's like we just said, you play as Abby as like half, like, because it's like apparently the other half of the game you play as Abby. We're still not talking about the visuals. We're still not talking about gameplay. We're still not talking about like AI mechanic and like UI and all that. I'm pretty sure that still is gonna be top notch. Like, because I've seen some of the leaks and like the footage of it. It still looks like Last of Us. Like, and that is not like an insult or anything. Last of Us, like the first one, was pretty good, especially for PS3. So like it being like beautiful looking and still looks and feel like Last of Us, that like I still kind of have hopes for it at least being fun. So, you know.
I got distracted by the hand going to grab Dante and then exploding side. But I don't think really there's anything else. Like, because if I say anything more, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. Which I already have been doing.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me make sure. Okay, 13, 20.
We're 12 minutes into this.
Yeah. So just so like a little note to myself, like when I edit this, to make sure. Okay, put this in the beginning of the game, beginning of the video, like the timestamp. There you go. Yeah, I collected, I can't really see, but it's like a certain amount of orbs, red orbs. And Dante is definitely seeing red right now with his fucking double trigger.
Something I was gonna talk about, like, because we were too busy with the Last of Us stuff, was that I kind of like seeing like all the different like forms, double trigger forms. It's kind of made me think like, damn, they should have continue on with the different forms.
Yeah, honestly. They really should have, because all the different forms actually look really good.
Like, I don't know why they would decide to stick with one form. Like, but it's still like, cause it doesn't take away like someone say, oh, but then there wouldn't be Sin double trigger or anything like that. It wouldn't take away the importance of Sin double trigger.
Yeah, and another thing too is like probably because it was a lot easier to just have like one double trigger that's all weapons. Yeah, but like think about it.
It's still a thing in gameplay. Like I've seen other games have different characters allowed to use different forms. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2, so it has radically different forms. Like they mostly affect most of the gameplay than its appearance. But even still.
Yeah.
other games do the same thing, like with characters having different appearances with their forms. It's a given that there's going to be more work, but it's still like something that, like, especially going from one and every other game afterwards, just having only the one form.
Yeah,
definitely something I feel like I would have preferred they continued on with the series. Like, it kind of makes up for it, but not like the series being what it is now, a series where multiple characters' perspectives at one time. So it at least fixes that up a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, at least like Dante having multiple forms, still to me it's like a cool idea that they should have stuck with.
Yeah, especially sounds like you can actually, I don't know if I bought it, or I think I did, but just didn't use it yet. You can actually throw like fireballs with the infrared double trigger. Like it has a projectile. It has, I forgot what's the other one, but it has different movesets for the different ones. But yeah.
So since like because of this video, like I was going to like mention it like during the expert again, like we were talking about the Last of Us stuff.
Yeah.
Because of the cat with the digital Green Digital Dream Club video that the guy channel that made the virtual effect video. I was gonna just continue on because I remembered about the like what he was like comparing like with the whole rival situation, and like you as a player and then just encountering a character that ends up being the scale of what you're trying to aim for as the player with your character.
Yeah, which by the way, I did watch that video.
Yeah.
So, I ended up watching it.
So now, yeah,
and
you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about in this.
Yeah. Also, I showed I showed the holy water, what that does. Insta kill move. It clears the room, but
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say, is it a screen nuke? And yes.
Yeah, it is pretty much a screen nuke. I'm not sure if I can't remember if it like insta kills or it just does a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure it just insta kill.
I'm assuming it insta kill considering it just killed 2 of those big spiders.
Yeah, true. But probably in boss battles, like if I use it, it's just gonna do a lot of damage.
Like anything that insta kill a boss is ridiculously OP and should not exist.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing new game pluses.
Yeah.
Or, in which case, yes.
Which, by the way, I got an item that lets me see in the dark. AKA, it just glows. That is it.
Game wasn't even that dark.
I know.
Wait, didn't you literally walk in this area and it was like okay lighting?
Yeah, but until like, oh yeah, no, I think it would have been like dark because like you saw Dante just turned around like to his backside and it was just completely dark. So I don't know. Like that, the upstairs was probably because the item was up there and it was glowing. So I'm pretty sure it was like.
No, I'm talking about before you had the item. It was unless I was just mistaken. I swore you walked in here and it was just regular lighting, and then you went to get the item, and then as soon as you walk out that area, it's dark.
Nah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention that much.
I can see.
Yeah.
Neither was I, but I was.
Yeah. Got a second blue orb now.
Did you have 4?
Well, technically third because like second full blue orbs.
Okay.
The 4 means just how many shards I have. Oh. Yeah. Because in this game you don't collect full blue shards. Yeah, jeez. Like blue orbs. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You collect the shards. Yeah. You collect the shards, and 4 of them makes 1.
Let me stop fucking around my headphones because I keep smacking my damn the headphones I'm wearing.
Yeah.
But fuck, what we really gonna talk about before? Oh, the virtual effects video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because like how I found interesting the whole idea of, alright, here's a character, because he mentions like, okay, you see virtual and you see how strong he is compared to Dante when he like one shots one enemy that you spend quite a bit like fighting as Dante. And then he mentions how like not only do you get this idea of what you need to be, but as you're trying to get there, you see that Virgil's not just staying where he is. he's actively going out of his way to get himself stronger. So now, not only do you feel like you have to close this gap, but you feel like as a player, he's making it harder for that gap to be closed because he's improving as well.
Yeah, like the scene where he gets Beowulf.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I tried to say stop messing with my headphones, and immediately after I started doing so, and I smacked my headphones again.
Yeah, which, by the way, I wanted like the whole scene of him getting Beowulf. Like, I wanted that to like be a little surprised because it's like, you saw in Devil May Cry 4, he was able to get Beowulf. Why? Because of Devil May Cry 3.
What'll be like that?
Now that's ruined. You ruined it for me, Derek.
To be fair, I see a lot of things in these fucking games. But the only game that's really gonna be a complete surprise to me is 2, because I know jack shit about 2.
And there's a reason for that.
You're not wrong.
Like, and 2 in the community is like it's 1 and 2. Like, it's like Persona 1 and 2. We don't talk about that. That didn't happen.
But the difference is people at least like 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. People liked 1 and 2. Devil May Cry 2, it was like, nah. We don't talk about that because, we're ashamed of that.
Meanwhile, you finally... no, you're still trash at platforming.
Yeah. Devil May Cry is not known for its platforming.
And there's a reason.
Yeah, true. It also doesn't help that this camera angle does not help at all.
Yeah, I see these types of cameras. Like, okay, so it's fuck you, the angle.
Yeah. Especially since, like, you're not supposed to, like, jump from that first ledge into the second one. You're supposed to jump, like... And by the way, I get this idea, too. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I tried to fly and see if I could do it, but no.
You almost had it. Nah. I think it's just double jump. You would have had it.
Or I probably could have just, like, released it, and then... Because Dante does, like, hold the ledge sometimes, so... And yeah, I saw there's, like, that small ledge, and I'm like, do I have to jump on there? Yeah, no.
You are never playing a platformer for this channel.
Oh yeah, hell no.
I'm just letting you know right now, you're not allowed.
But Derek, I played Crash Bandicoot.
Alright, good for you.
Don't you wanna see me play Crash Bandicoot?
How many times did you die?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Probably hundreds. It's been a while.
I'll pay someone to play Crash Bandicoot before I get you to play it.
Damn.
You literally you have to show me some nut shit if you want me to let you play Crash Bandicoot.
Shows footage of Crash Bandicoot, like, and does everything perfectly.
Like, but then I become Morgana in Persona 5. I like wait for you to fuck up, just talk shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at you. This is why we don't let you do this shit, because of shit like this.
Like I missed like the first jump in like 20 hours I spent, and it's like, look at this shit. See, fucking piece of shit right here.
And this is the problem with you and platformers.
Yeah. Yeah, no. As you can see, 3D platformers especially are like not my strong suit. Cause I remember, I think even yeah, like after playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Rogue, and also remembering from Dishonored, there's many times where I like miscalculated like a jump, and I'm like, oh fuck.
I have not played a 2D platformer in fucking forever. I have no idea where I stood in those.
Oh yeah, no, I think the last 2D platformer was fucking Mario. Like, and I mean, like Mario, Super Mario World, I think is the one I'm talking about. The one like on the
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Like I think that's the last like 2D platformer I ever played. I could be wrong, but yeah.
I don't think at all. Did I ever play like any other game? I don't think I did. That was super.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think like. No, I don't think so. I am interested in getting Shantae 5. And yes, I know that's a weird like part in the series to like jump into, but Shantae is not a series where the continuity really matters.
Oh, so like kind of like Final Fantasy?
No, it's the same character. It's like continue off, but it's like you're not missing much. But like the story, the stories aren't so crazy. Like you need to play the games in order to understand.
Okay.
You can play like 5 and still have an idea what's going on in 5 without having to. Like you're obviously going to miss a lot of things that playing the other games would give you understanding about, but you can. It's not like you're missing up a whole bunch of the plot because a lot of the game's plots are separated.
So basically, Devil May Cry. Because like I was going to mention, like you could technically play all the games like at any order, and you could still make sense of the story because the stories aren't connected. It's just literally.
The games are like a bad guy of the day type stories.
Yeah, it's literally like, what is Dante into now, or like what adventure is he getting into?
The opening literally that they show is literally just Shantae was like sleeping, and then she wakes up, and then there's like crazy shit happening.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally like it's just another day.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck are these things? I just see them like I saw them in the last video, just like with these fucking chop rooms, just setting you on fire.
Yeah, those are pretty much the upgraded versions of the scarecrows, or not scarecrows, puppets, the marionettes. There you go.
There's marionettes, then there's puppeteers, and the scarecrows.
Because I'm pretty sure I haven't. Let me see real quick.
Yes.
Because I'm looking up the names of these guys because I'm trying to remember, since I know I don't open up the file for the enemy files that that shows up in the menu. Like I'm trying to see.
That's a dick hole move. Fuck you, game.
Oh yeah.
I said like, all right, we're gonna have you hit this item, this area while the platform that you're standing on is moving.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fuck you too. The sacrifice. Well, I just see Skywalk.
What do you mean Skywalk?
I saw on an event thing said Skywalk. Like something Skywalk.
Oh, and the thing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, like. I'm not honestly too sure. I was just like, I honestly wasn't paying attention to what that thing was saying. I was just like, okay, what does it do? I'm not okay. I don't care too much about it. So let me just.
That shit looks like a whole ass xenomorph sculpture, right? Like something you would see in the fucking the Alien, like.
Yeah, I can see that. But there's a reason why I got the achievement Gun Collector.
What collector?
That thing is a gun. A gun collector.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that thing is a gun, Eric.
Alien gun.
Yeah. Yes. So pretty much his gimmick. I show it a little bit when I
love cameras.
Yeah, I know. But
why you say fuck out with that dude? Oh.
Yeah, no, I was trying to actually jump so I could jump down and do that down thing, but I jumped into that other pillar, so I was like, oh wait, no, I don't want that. But yeah, because I actually wanted to kill this dude. Yeah, see, I'm like, oh fuck, I landed again. But yeah, to spoil a little bit of what's gonna happen in this episode, I used a gun against Griffon.
I was about to say,
we fight Griffon.
I use a gun. Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. Which one?
No, I was gonna say, Dante uses a gun. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Would have ever saw that coming.
And also, Dante has fists, but he doesn't use those.
Well, of course he has fists, but that's not as surprising as obvious as Dante shooting something. Yeah. I expect him to shoot something. Obviously, I know he has a fist.
Yes. But yeah. So you fight Griffon again, and I used the gun. Pretty much this whole thing is that instead of using up. Like, it uses up actually your double trigger, and I don't realize this until like later on, like into the fight, and I'm like, oh wait, why don't I not have double trigger? And I'm like, oh, because this gun uses that up. Okay.
So it uses the energy that you would use for the double trigger as like ammunition.
pretty much,
okay.
Yes. But once you see like what it shoots and how it shoots, you'll see why it needs this double trigger, this double trigger thing, because it's ridiculous.
That's funny because when you said like, why, Discord kind of like fucked itself up a little bit. So like you'll see why. I was like, oh god.
Jesus.
This man got someone through this hollow heart. Why?
Thor, is that you? No, it's just Griffon.
That's Thor from the end of the God of War ending.
Yeah.
You beat it all the Valkyries.
Nightmare Beta. Yeah, transform.
That is dead ass a Xenomorph.
That really
That's a Xenomorph. Fuck out.
And then look, it has bouncing bullets.
I am getting flashbacks to a certain enemy in Kingdom Hearts, and you will see one day.
Okay, but yeah,
because his energy
bullets
are the exact same color.
Yeah.
And they do the exact same shit. Item 1, and we see that enemy too.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, alright, fuck done.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then I realized, oh wait, it's using up my energy, so it's like I'm not getting double trigger back for a good bit.
Who needs double trigger when I have gun?
You'll see, because I think I died twice in this, maybe. But like, yeah, pretty sure I died twice in this, and the first time I wasn't too sure what was going on and what I had to do, and then I was like, oh wait, yeah, elevator. You see those purple,
it's not that crazy. Oh.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do the amount of damage, like crazy amount of damage, but like just the effectiveness, because you can, I think you will see, like, I shoot it a couple times and it's just like bouncing ball after like bouncing bullet after bouncing bullet after bouncing bullet, and it's just like hitting him like so much. And yeah, you have the triple shot if you charge it.
Yeah, it also doesn't seem like it's hitting him that often. And at least at this point, like it was before, now it's not really doing that.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't realize I have to go up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like the purple, like that purple thing is an elevator that I use to go up, but you know.
What purple thing? I don't see no purple. I see red. Oh, I see purple.
Yeah, you see, yeah. Purple in the background. But by the way, I don't know for you how the quality is, but my quality is actually kind of bad a bit. At least for this video.
I don't know what bad looks like, so to me it seems fine. I think it's just your connection. It looks like how it looks like how it was for me for the previous parts.
But like I don't know, for me, well yeah, probably it's also because the way we're doing this, like the video bit up, like we have this unlisted, so
yeah.
The video is just uploaded, so it's like, you know, oh okay, so it's YouTube
it's probably just a thing on YouTube for you. Oh, you died.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that because he wouldn't stop doing that zappy thing. But luckily,
Black button is an amazing button. And if only they decided, you know what, how about blocking?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than unavoidable damage.
But Dante is Dante. So
well, he still died, so it doesn't mean anything.
But canonically, he doesn't die.
Yeah, he did die there.
Yeah, because I was the player and I just sucked. If this was actual Dante, like in story-wise, then, you know, he wouldn't die. He'd be like, fuck you, you little bird.
But this nigga can definitely die.
Yeah.
And so is that birdie.
Yeah. But you see how good, like, how I thought, like, okay, I should keep using the gun because it's so good, it's knocking him down so quickly.
Yeah.
And all this, but, you know. But no, I don't pay attention to the game.
Alright, and your lasers just don't hit, but I'm guessing just because you're on this level, you can't hit him at all, I'm assuming. Alright,
yeah, so now I go up here.
Where you at?
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Is he dead?
Yes.
Yes. But by the way, like I didn't like
that was a little weird.
So, yeah. So now he's missing a wing. And also I didn't notice, like I just
thought he was bleeding.
No, he is missing a wing. That's why he is bleeding. But I didn't notice until a little bit like after playing the game, or I didn't notice until now. Like, well, when I was playing the game, basically, his face has like multiple faces.
Really, I didn't notice that. I asked you that, and you said that.
I probably just forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably just forget because you've been forgetting the randomest shit.
I really do. I don't know why.
Yeah, I literally when we first see him, like, wait, does he have multiple faces? Like, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember at the time I was remembering this fight where I saw it up close and I was like, oh, he has multiple faces. Yeah.
Okay, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, because you didn't have these two parts recorded. Wait, did you? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe so, gotta go.
Free holo.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where I noticed, like, wait, how come I don't have any double trigger? Like, this would help a lot because I'm kind of low, or at least, like, I could use some health.
Dive bomb.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, as you can tell.
Yeah, I was about to say it clearly. Oh, on his back, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's the camera. First of all, the camera angles are really weird.
Welcome to old school 2D action game.
And you saw how I was like standing still for a good bit, and then none of them didn't hit me. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure I died from a dive bomb.
Dive.
So, yeah.
Kick. Bang.
Yep, and there I go. Dead.
Then you look like a loaf of bread. That's crazy.
It really is crazy. But yeah, that's when
imagine being a loaf of bread. It can't be me. Not in a million years.
But yeah, this is where I realized, oh, I shouldn't use it because yeah, I don't switch to the gun because I was like, oh wait, that gun swallows my double trigger. I need that.
Oh wait, that shit ate my ass.
Yeah. Without consent too.
So is he. He was like, oh, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
Oh, parkour. Yeah, can Daniel do it? Can he platform?
Yep.
Oh, he's learning.
Yeah, I know, right? I do learn.
You'll be able to play Dark Souls in no time. No, ask me when the platforming got into Dark Souls.
Oh shit.
Because now I remember it's all your frustrations that you have whenever you play Dark Souls, and now it's just like now you're jumping.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, now jump. I feel like that'd be your worst nightmare. Dark Souls plus platformer.
Jesus. Yeah, it would. I mean, honestly, there are some, like, it's not really platforming, but it's like, there's some jumping puzzles they have to do to get secret items that are annoying they're annoying because, like, if you fail, well, you lose a lot of your health because a fall is a really big fall.
There's also about like I just go through to see if there's anything I could talk about. Have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Design Talk?
No, actually haven't.
That's the YouTube channel I talked about. I was like, I remember one time we had a comment that they were just talking about exactly what it sounds like. They talk about like just things like designs of video games in general, be it like gameplay stuff or story stuff or actual like UI stuff like that you see. Like like the point is like just discuss a lot of things about games, like how something is good in one game and then an example of something that is similar to it, but it being done in a poor way.
Okay.
So like when they talk about UI, they give them that example like a pretty good UI. I remember I mentioned like Dead Space, like the UI for that game. And I forgot what you said. You said something about like why you like about game. I can't remember what it was.
What, Dead Space?
Yeah, for Dead Space.
Oh yeah, like the fact that like even if you like zoom in, like the whole like camera where it, like the literal over the shoulder, because even if you zoom in, you can still see your health. You can see like how much ammo you have and all that.
I mentioned the thing about the ammo was that like they designed it so that it's with how the gun is, where the ammo pops up, it ends up being right next to the crosshair where you're aiming, so you always see exactly how much ammo you have because you're looking basically in the same direction.
Yeah, which By the way, like when you were talking about YouTube, I just remembered one thing we were going to talk about, which was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Just for quick, we have to go through that quickly because we can't go to the end of this. As far as Assassin's Creed goes, I saw that. I was like, so Vikings.
Yeah, like I have not seen the trailer.
I saw the trailer. It was literally just like a Viking. It was like Viking family, and then them going to war. You know how Vikings do.
Okay.
There's nothing crazy in the trailer. The only thing is like the hidden blade was on the guy's. It's like a wrist guard. It's like over his.
Okay.
Like the blade is attached to the wrist guard, and at the. So it's like so the blade ends up being above the guy's arm, above his hand. So it's not like a device that comes out from the wrist at the bottom.
But yeah, like Vikings, I'm down with it. Like as long as I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more like the ship mechanics, which obviously with that's probably gonna be a lot with how Vikings is. So I'm actually excited for that, especially since I've been playing Rogue. I've been loving the shanties like with and Rogue, and also just the mechanic in general with the ship. But yeah. Like I'm kind of excited for the game. I want to see. I hope it does well. But yeah,
he is mundus. No, he's an asshole.
Yes. I mean, you're not wrong. He just killed his own comrade.
I mean, that's villain 101.
Yeah, true.
You always kill your comrades because they don't ever do their job correctly.
Yes. But yes, we finally see Mundus.
Well,
at least in his,
he sees us. We don't see him. We see his eyes.
Yeah, true. Well, no, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Mundus like as a whole, because you don't really see his like physical form.
All right, just Thor it out. Really all right, Tris, you got it.
Yeah, Maybe ever heard of Lady Thor? That happened in
I know that happened
for a bit.
Not that many people liked it, but it happened.
Yeah, that's Jane Foster right there. Trish is actually Jane Foster.
We like that sometimes.
I really do.
My brother, surely. My mother used to always tell me.
But yeah, like that. I feel like because I saw someone saying in a comment, and I kind of agree. I feel like Assassin's Creed is just not like doesn't really know what it wants to be anymore. I feel like Ubisoft wants to like continue like just making these video games based off of like old times, like just going through history with these characters. But at the same time, they also they know they can't really get rid of the Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah, which honestly I'm kind of fine with, because most of the stuff that when I played Assassin's Creed, most of my like history knowledge came from Assassin's Creed. So
that's why I feel like it's honestly, if you're gonna get like not really do much with the lore of Assassin's Creed, just get rid of the title. Just start working on games. It's literally the same concept as Assassin's Creed. Just get rid of the name. Yeah. You're not gonna like continue. I feel like the way they're handling the games aren't Assassin's Creed anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Unity was like Syndicate was the last. Well, no, Origins came out. Origins was true because it was Assassin's Creed Origins. That was basically the last Assassin's Creed game. Odyssey, every time I see Odyssey, I'm like, this looks like a fun game, but this is not an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, because like even in Assassin's Creed, like every game there was a reason for why there was an assassin, like assassin type.
Yeah.
Like in Odyssey, they're gladiators. There's no assassin about it.
Yeah.
And then with Viking, like with Valhalla, same thing. They're Vikings. They're not really assassins. But yeah.
I doubt the Order has much influence in that either. I don't know. There's someone who hasn't played Odyssey and hasn't, and obviously we don't have any knowledge about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Maybe we'll still try to connect it. I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's Assassin's Creed game. I'm not gonna say it's fun or not, because obviously I can't make that choice, that decision, without knowing more about it. But just from what it sees, it's like I don't get Assassin's Creed vibes. The only thing that I see that looks Assassin's Creed is the wrist blade. It's literally it.
Yeah.
This is the end of the part, so.
Yep.
See you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night.
And peace.